Prepare to be teamworked.
Voila!
Uh-oh.
Aha!
Huh?
How did you get involved in the film? How did this first kind of come into your life?
It was very simple. It was a call from the studio and an interview that I had with them. And of course, they saw some of my previous work, and I suppose that they associated in my mind my presence in the movie with everything that I had done before, you know, the kids' movies like Spy Kids and then Shrek and Puss in Boots. So, you know, they thought that I had the capacity actually just to go into that universe for children and understanding pretty much the tone of the piece and the rhythm of it and things like that. And it was so because I read the script and I liked it. I think I understood, you know, that kind of surreal approach to the piece, and from that moment on, also the fact that Michael Mitchell, who I worked with before in Shrek 3, I think it was, in the presence of him directing all the action part, gave me a lot of security because I like to work with him. It's a very, he's a guy that doesn't actually put you in a kind of a tube. You know, you work very free. You have the capacity to improvise and just create a character with him. So it was fun, yeah.
How much did you know about SpongeBob before you got the call?
I knew about the character, of course, because it's almost impossible to be oblivious to this phenomenon, you know, worldwide. So I knew about SpongeBob, but it was not so much into the show, to tell you the truth. I got interested in the movie when I read the script and I saw all the big amount of surrealism and impossible possible universes that actually was you know, providing us to play with. And at that time, I understood it was a little bit more complex than I thought at the beginning, you know. And then I understood that it doesn't appeal only to kids, but to adults too. There are a number of people and followers all around the world. They are my age, a bit younger too, but yeah.
How was it making the film? Because I guess when you're acting, you're not acting with people, you're acting kind of against screens and things. How was that?
Basically what I did is just trying to understand the game that I was playing. I knew that I was not going to have, you know, real people working with me. I thought, you know, for whatever reason, I thought that they were going to be real people positioned in the places where the animation characters were going to be later. Maybe dressed in green and maybe portraying them already, but it was nothing like that. I had practically nothing, just people moving tennis balls and things like that, you know, just to have eye line with them. And trying to understand the complexity of it, you know, how important it was that actually I look at that tennis ball as if the tennis ball was looking at me. That's very important because that's in the side of the making the movie that later on is going to make it believable or not. So and with the seagulls, for example, sometimes they were very close. So if you look 30 meters away from the point that you're looking, it may not be believable. No?
And you play a fearsome pirate called Burgerbeard. How did you look at any other pirates in movie history to kind of take inspiration?
No, that I just started watching pirates movies or anything like that, but I suppose that I had all of them in my mind, you know, from Treasure Island to Jack Sparrow and everybody in the middle. And, you know, there have been many interpretations of pirates through history of motion pictures and literature and stuff like that. So they are in your mind, even if you want to just erase them, they're not going to go away. I tried to get away from Johnny. You know, I tried to do a more classic pirate. You know, with the kids, I thought that's what they were expecting, a guy that had a big laugh and, you know, and behave like a pirate in the widest picture you can do with that. But the character then becomes something else too. It becomes a cook, a greedy cook, and it's almost like the merchant of Venice, you know, going around with his formula and stuff. So, and at the same time, he's a narrator. So there is some multi-character inside that pirate.
Was it fun to make the film?
It was. It was, the exception of the beer. I'm telling you, I mean, many people think that I am joking with this, but it's not. It was very dramatic, the beer. Oh, my God. You cannot imagine just to carry that thing 12, 14 hours a day in a very humid, hot place in Savannah, Georgia. And that was quite challenging, and, you know, just to don't lose your mind. Especially after 3 or 4 days with the thing on, you know, your skin becomes, you know, very raw, irritated, and they have to apply all this glue with alcohol every day, and you have to be very careful, because if you laugh a little bit long, I mean, bigger than you are supposed to, you know, detach, more glue comes, more waiting until that thing dries. It was a challenging thing, but besides that, I really did have fun, because once they said action to you, I forgot about everything. I forgot about the beer, about the wig, about, you know, everything, the heat. You're in the action. Yeah.
Mr. Super Awesomeness, take him down. Maybe we should have picked a better superpower for you, Patrick.